and meet your business challenges. Okay. So what we see in front of us is the 4 pillars of Office 365. So hope all of us are aware of Office 365, which is an online platform, a SaaS based platform for all our Office applications, like starting from Exchange, Skype, SharePoint is also a part of it. Now, what is SharePoint? Let's try to understand that in few words. So SharePoint is a cloud-based service which is hosted by Microsoft for business of all sizes. So it can be at enterprise level. It can be of a small group of people of 10, 12 users as well. Okay, and SharePoint Online is available from a package of Office 365 plans, or you can get it as a standalone plan as well. Now, the basic use, why we need SharePoint. So SharePoint is, if you see here, it is mainly a collaboration platform. Okay, so you can create your documents, your contents, and you can easily share it among your colleagues, your partners, vendors, and it's very easy to do that. So it's basically a collaboration platform. It gives us the mobility, because you can very well use SharePoint as from your browser. You need just an internet connectivity, and any like device, like a handheld device, a mobile device, a tab, or your desktop or laptop. So it gives you enough mobility to access your contents while you are on the go as well. It also gives you a very intelligent platform as well, which is like mostly your BI capabilities. SharePoint provides a very rich BI center, which is available for like storing your reports, your dashboards, so that you can get everything in one shot. Like if you are looking for your business results, right? So it provides you everything in one page. And you can also generate very good dashboard to find out where your business is heading. Okay. And last but not the least, it is the trust. It provides you with a very secured environment. So when we say secured, so it is not that something which we are like anyone can get into your data, because there are certain people who think that online means I don't own my data. Okay, so it is, I'm giving it to Microsoft. So where is my data? So there are a lot of concerns. Okay, but Microsoft can assure you that when you are storing the data in SharePoint Online or any of your Office 365 applications, it is very much secured. Okay, and you own your data, so no one has access to your data. There are a lot of white papers, public articles, which are available in order to describe how trustworthy it is. Okay. So as we have described, that SharePoint is a part of the Office package. So apart from your other options which are there, like say Yammer, OneDrive for Business and all. So it gives you a total platform, okay, where you can store your data, collaborate easily with the others, among like your colleagues within your team, and also outside your organization. Okay. So what we are going to check next is how SharePoint can help us to build a very flexible environment and use it for our day-to-day business requirements. Okay, so you can access SharePoint sites from your mobile devices. So if you have any device which is connected to the internet, you can either use your browser to connect to your SharePoint
Subhamoy,
device.
I'm so sorry to stop you. I think people are facing some trouble in hearing your voice. They cannot hear you properly.
But I can hear you properly, Swati. Are you able to hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can. But I think some people are facing trouble. So can I request people to restart and rejoin again, please?
Yeah, so those who have problem hearing, you can just like join back. So shall we move ahead?
Subhamoy, yes, we can.
Yeah.
I think they can hear you now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this slide, what we are going to talk about is that intranet in your pocket. So SharePoint sites are basically your intranet sites, which are going to store most of your organizational data. So if you are traveling now for business purpose, nowadays we have to travel a lot. And it's not that you work only from within your office. So we work from home, we work from cafes. I think there is some noise. People need to go on mute, please. So we work from cafes, we work like from hotel rooms and all. So how do you connect and get your data? So it's so easy that you can use your mobile devices in order to get the like latest sales information, and maybe you can share it to some your probable customer as well. Okay, so those things are very much easy with SharePoint. Next comes the modern team sites. So team sites are basically there to help you work better, achieve more within your team. So if you are working on a project plan, or if you're like working on a sales deal, what anything what your team is doing, you need to collaborate. So if you want to share some documents, if you want to pass on some information to another person, if you want to store all those information in one place, in a secured way, in a structured way, so modern team sites are there to help you. Okay, so you can publish the data, and those data will be available to all your teammates, and it can be like accessed from any of your devices. So it's not that they need to access only through a web-based interface. Apart from that, we have the business apps. Now, we all are very much familiar with the apps. We use them regularly in our mobile devices. So everything is apps. The whole world is now like working on apps. In SharePoint, we can create our own business apps. There are a lot of apps which are available readily in SharePoint, which you can use to do better, do more. Okay. If you need, you can create your own apps as well. And I believe later on, Dipankar will be showing a few of those apps and how they work with a nice demo. Okay. So that time you can understand better how a SharePoint apps can help you to achieve more and do better in your business. Now moving ahead. Okay. Okay. So it is like when we talk about the apps, the modern team sites, the publishing sites, okay, so everything is very much integrated. So we have a mobile and intelligent intranet. So it is like on the go, you access your data, and it is intelligent. How it is intelligent? So at the back end, it uses Office Graph. So this is where all your activities, like say, for example, I'll give you a small example here. But you are sharing one document with your teammate, okay, and that person is also sharing that with someone else, or maybe he's updating that. So all these activities are tracked by Office Graph, and you don't need to search for it. So as soon as you log into Office, so which is another form, it will. If you see the modern team sites, the look and feel, okay, how it is like it can be used best in the browser as well as in the mobile. So the interface, it's so intelligent, it understands which device you are using, okay, and then based on that device, it gives you the best appearance. Same with the business apps and the publishing sites. So all are intelligent enough to understand from where you are accessing, what sort of device you are using, and it will fit in the data, and your look and feel will change as per the device. Okay. So moving ahead, yeah. So I think the slides are not refreshing properly. Yeah, okay. So this is how the SharePoint mobile app looks like. Okay, so we are focusing more on the apps, and our demos will be more on the apps, so that you can easily use them. So when we talk about apps, okay, so it is like you can see the design, how it looks in different platform. So it is not that it works only on Android or only on Windows or only on iPhones. It is across. The same thing will you can go ahead and use them in different mobile platforms, and you get like a rich feeling in all your devices. So so you can call it as platform independent. So if your workforce is using different operating system, or they have different mobile devices, doesn't matter. So SharePoint is intelligent enough to understand from where you are accessing and how it can represent itself the best. Now, moving ahead, okay, we have so let me try to move ahead with the slide. It's Swati, if you can help me, I'm not able to move faster through the slides. Yeah, that's fine. So
Yeah. Okay.
we talked about the apps. Now it's the team sites. So when we started this discussion, we talked about the team sites. So team sites are there to help you do better within your teams. So when you are working with a common goal, so you can do things faster. You can you can use any device within the team, and there are modern interfaces in document libraries and lists which help you with a very rich experience. In the image you can see here, like we have the same site which is opened in the browser in SharePoint, and we have a SharePoint app showing the same. Now, it is very fast. The modern interface, what is there for the team sites, it's faster, it loads faster, it looks very catchy, yeah, and it is very easy to find those things. Apart from that, you have a very robust search. So it gives you an option to search within the contents and find them quite easily. Not only that, you can integrate with the Office 365 groups. So what happens is that if you are creating a group, okay, in Office 365, so that is available across your all workloads. So when we talk about the groups in SharePoint, the same group is available in your Exchange, okay, and the same group can be used in Yammer as well. So it is like the Office 365 group integration is very much there, and you can also create your team sites. You might have heard about a product called Teams. So that integrates as well with the Office 365 groups. So when you are working as a team, it becomes easier for you to communicate. You can add users to that group and they get the same thing what others were getting earlier. So it's easy to manage. And at the same time, you also know like what are the activities, because if you want to share some document with another person in the team, so you just need to just click on share and share that. Apart from this, we also have an option of sharing with outsiders. Means when we say, sorry. So when we talk about the sharing part, so it can happen that some of your people are not within your organization, okay, but they also equally collaborate with you. they also contribute to your business, but they are not a part of your organization. So you can share the same site, the team sites, the documents with those external users, and you can do it with just a click. And how it works without a license. So like that when we need to give permission to a user, a SharePoint license is required. But for all these external users, you don't need a SharePoint license. So you are not paying for those users, but at the same time, your vendors or people who are helping you to do better in your business, they are a part of your team, but might not be a part of your organization. But still, you can share these documents, your sites, your contents with them, and you can do it just with one click. You can decide how they will be accessing your sites. So is it they want just a read permission, or they will also be updating something? It totally depends on you. And once the project is done, or maybe you don't need to provide them access, you can just remove that access in just one click. Okay. So it's easy to share things among your team as well. Now, let's talk about the security, privacy, and the compliance, because security is a very important factor. Okay. And when we talk about all these four pillars, security, privacy, compliance, and transparency, okay, we have this trust.office365.com, which is like where you will find a lot of documentation. So that will help you to get all your answers, because you might have a lot of questions around this. Okay. Microsoft provides a 99.98% uptime guarantee for all the Office 365 applications, and definitely SharePoint Online is also assured. When it comes to security, you can manage the permissions of all users. So you can decide who will be able to access what and who will be managing what. So you can plan your security easily. If you want to, if you don't want to share with someone else, you can make like things only to you. Privacy is very much there, where no one knows, like the data what you are storing in SharePoint Online remains with you. Okay, so no one else has any access to it. We have a lot of compliance features, like you might have come across a lot of the standards, the ISI, and then recently the financial organizations, they have to follow the IRDA rules, like whatever IRDA has imposed. Now, SharePoint, along with all other Office 365 applications, are very much compliant to the industry standards. So be it the ISO, be it like the other countries, like where we have HIPAA from US and all. Recently, we have the GDPR, which has come up from the EMEA side. So if you are having any customers, or if your organization works across these regions, like normally nowadays, like all organizations have customers outside India, or like working with some other like customer who is in the other part of the world. So these standards become very important. And if you would like to get yourself compliant to those, yes, Microsoft Office 365 can provide you with all those compliances. And we have white papers which clearly tell us like what are the compliance you need to follow, like what we have already followed and have been audited by the respective compliant authority. And transparency, so it is very much transparent. We don't hide anything. Like if you think that you are selecting India as a region to host your data, it remains within India. And you can see that from your Office 365 admin center. You'll be able to see where your Exchange data is, where is your SharePoint data. So it's nothing like hidden. It's very much transparent. Okay? And these are very much available under the trust documentation what we have from Office 365. Now, moving to the industry focus. So how is SharePoint helping in the corporate sector. So in today's scenario, what we are actually facing a lot of challenges. The business have a lot of new things, new challenges which are coming up. Like there are a lot of unforeseen risks, lot of regulations, lot of these standards what you need to maintain, and at the same time, the old things are also there, the cost and margin pressure. Okay? So there are a lot of things, and like customers are becoming demanding. They need more, but not. They need complex technologies, but at the same time, they want things to be very simple. Just with 1 or 2 clicks, I want to do that. So the corporate landscape is changing. Also, we are moving from the on-premises industry. Like everyone is moving to cloud. Everyone wants to move to cloud because why? Things are faster, things are secured, and it can be accessed easily. So these are also challenges with the corporate sector. Now, in order to handle those pressures, what we can do? We can do a risk management. We can do better with our the data what we have. Say, for example, nowadays we all know that everyone uses data, right? There is everything what can be used. Like we are using the social networks in order to enhance the business. So that is a latest trend. Now, how that helps? So data is everywhere, but how you find the right data, the relevant data, what can help you to achieve more? Okay, so we have this data analysis platform, the business intelligence, and all these things can be added in SharePoint. SharePoint has those capabilities to give you a platform where you can add all those data. You can get data from different sources. It is not only from like one particular source. You can have data from multiple sources. You can channelize them, and then you can figure out a lot more information which might help you to do a better business. Okay. Now, with the cost optimization, what we can do is, earlier we had a challenge that on-premises business and all, like we had to do a lot of investment at the very beginning, and then for the next 2 or 3 years you might be using. But now everyone moving to cloud, it is like you are paying on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis. So you are getting the benefit, but without paying or making a huge investment at the very beginning. So people are doing digital marketing. So as I was talking about this social media and the platforms what we have. So when we log into any of the social medias, we see a lot of ads coming up, and how you are actually using those social media, those data is used to find out the right customer and then target your business towards that. So it's all about the digital marketing and engaging the customers through different platforms. So when we talk about that, so it is not only a web-based platform anymore. It is a mobile device, a tab. So it is across. It is not only one particular device what you can use or you can use to get the data. So there are different things, and you can also create your own content which might reach out to the actual customers, and you might get a better opportunity out of that. So this is like just to show you how easy you can share certain documents with outside the organization. Like we talked about the external sharing, the external partnership, what you have. So in SharePoint, you can just go ahead, select something, click on share, and then you can define who is going to get access to that. Okay. Now, once you share that one, they can contribute to your business. You can collaborate with those people much easier than sharing. Say, for example, you normally, what we do is that we share a document, attach it as in an email, send it, and then someone will again edit it, send it back to you. But that is no longer required. So they can access the data from their mobile, if you even if they are like traveling or accessing it from outside your organization. There are a lot of filter options within the search. Like, say, for example, when you are using SharePoint search, which is an enterprise level search, throughout your sites, it will look for the contents, provide you with the contents. On the left hand side, you will see the refiners. The refiners can help you. Say, for example, I'm looking for a particular document. When I search for that document, then I know it is a Word file or a PDF or a video. So on the left hand side, I can just select that. If it is a video, I can select video and it gives me the result easily. So for the user who is using SharePoint to reach out to the right set of data or the right set of information, for that person, it becomes so easy to find it. Okay, rather than like going through the chunk of data, the person can easily reach out to the right set of data what he's using, and that saves a lot of effort, lot of time. So let's talk about something related to the manufacturing industry. So in the manufacturing industry, like how best we can utilize SharePoint. So here, what happens is that power shift to consumers. We all know that. Okay, so there is an increasing influence of social communities. So if someone says good, yeah, so that like, and they can provide that feedback over the social media. Those things matter a lot. When we buy something, okay, we first check how the review is for that product. So that matters a lot. Now, if you can collaborate or connect to the people using this digital platform, okay, and then showcase your products, it becomes much easier. So it can help, SharePoint can help you to reach to the right set of people or your consumer base, okay, and get their feedback so that you can figure out like if something needs to be changed or modified. So getting those feedbacks, sharing those customer experience and all can be much helpful over here. Okay. So let's move faster because we are running short of time, I believe. So there are different market opportunities which are available. Like you can see here, this particular development opportunity, right? Where if you have a single page like this, where you have, say, your news feeds, so you have a product description and your team is also present over there through the news feeds. So you can very easily reach out or comment on a particular stuff, and that can be taken into account as well. So everything can be put in one page, different tiles, different work. You have the workflows and all the web parts. So it can help you to do much better and reach out much faster to your consumer base. You can also get very nice looking and very like efficient dashboards. So just with one click, you will be able to get and drill down data. And all these things you can use SharePoint BI platform for that. So you can also analyze, you can integrate with the BI and your product quality, all those things. You can find out your ROIs, put the KPIs so that you can very well find it. You can also analyze things. You can analyze things in a much better way, and these visual KPIs can be added. So the reports, what you can create, can be much more enhanced, and it can be shared easily with your team as well. if you have some line of business applications which might be running in your on premises, and you want to get those data and then show it in SharePoint, so that like people who are traveling or maybe users can access those data easily, yes, you can integrate SharePoint with your line of business applications. Okay? And that can provide you a better data. You can get lot of data from different sources and integrate them and represent them to find a better to create a better dashboard as well. So you can see here this you can have SAP, then Microsoft Dynamics, PeopleSoft, all these things can be integrated very well with SharePoint. And there are a lot of case studies which are available, so which might be matching with your requirement, and you can definitely make use of those as well. I think this sharing the documents we have already talked about. Okay, so Dipankar, maybe now you can take over to showcase the applications, the SharePoint apps, and represent the business cases along with that.
Yes, sure. Good afternoon all, and thank you to Subhamoy for providing such a wonderful presentation. Okay, so last few minutes we already discussed about what is SharePoint and where we can use SharePoint in our organization, and what are the features and are available in SharePoint Online. Now next, I'll demonstrate where we can use SharePoint and how easily we can integrate SharePoint in our organization. Okay, so simply it's a no-code solution, means without writing any single line of code, we can use SharePoint. Okay, so there are certain building blocks in SharePoint. So first, if you want to use SharePoint Online, you can create sites, and there are different types of site. Different templates are available for a particular site. Means you can create team slide, blog site, project slide, and there are two main apps what you can use in your organization. There are different apps are readily available in SharePoint, but I do believe that using list and document libraries, you can use in your organization. Means document library is nothing but the storing the document, sharing the document. You can create folders, files within the document libraries, and you can provide the permission on top of this document or folder, or you can create different set of views on top of the document libraries. Okay, now what is list? List is just capturing data from various sources. If you want to store data in tabular format, just like our traditional database, you can store data in list, and you can provide the permission based on the list. Just a minute, let me share my desktop and I'll try to show you how quickly you can create sites, subsites, and everything. Okay, so this is the default look and feel of SharePoint. What you can get means just a few clicks you can create this site. Now, if you want to change the caption or a logo of your company, just you have to click on gear icon, and you have to click on the site settings. From the site setting itself, you have to change the title, and you can change your company logo. You will be able to create. Now, Subhamoy already told about what is the external sharing. Let's say you have created your own site, and there can be multiple subsites within the site. And if you want to share this site with your external vendor or external customer, yes, it's possible. So just you have to click on the share and you have to provide the email ID of the external vendor or external customer, and the external user or vendor will be able to access your site. Now, how quickly you can create the list and libraries? Just you have to click on the gear icon and you have to click on add an app. You have to click on document library. You have to provide the name and you will be able to create the document library. Okay. Now, if you want to capture data from various sources within your organization, you can create the custom list. While you are creating the custom list, you have to provide and you have to define the columns, what you want to mention. Like this, I have created a custom list over here. This is for employee master, and I have defined the fields or column for that particular custom list. And within the inbuilt features of SharePoint, you can do the search, you can filter it, and you can group by the department, date of joining, everything. And there are two different workloads are available, that is called flow and power apps. Whatever you are creating in your custom list, so that can be readily integrated with the power apps. To integrate with the power apps, what you have to do, just you have to click on the power apps and create an app. You will be able to create the power apps just like this. So you will get this flavor. If I want to search, yes, I can able to search, and there are three different forms will be created automatically. You need not to write any single line of code for this. Now, if you want to integrate your SharePoint with any other application, yes, it is very much possible. Using Flow, you can do this. What I have done means if anyone is submitting any data within the SharePoint custom list, I will get an automated alert for this. Using certain clicks, I'll be able to achieve this. Click on edit flow. See there, when a new item has been created in the SharePoint list, I'll get an email notification. To configure this, I don't require to write a single line of code. Okay, so this is the out-of-box features, and apart from this, there are many more apps are available in SharePoint you can explore. And yes, there are opportunity for customization also. Okay, so I have demonstrative using SharePoint UI. You can do certain type of customization. Apart from this, you can use SharePoint Designer and Visual Studio. SharePoint Designer is a free tool, and you can download it from Microsoft site. And to some extent, customization is possible using SharePoint Designer. You can create your own workflow, and you can use your own branding using SharePoint Designer. Now, if you want to have certain custom or advanced application on top of SharePoint, then you can use Visual Studio. Okay, now you can use SharePoint as a platform as well. Whatever benefits sitting from Office 365, you will get the already Subhamoy has discussed on this topic. Now you can create your own internet portal. Means you can use your branding, your own branding, your company customized branding for this. Now let's say I have already you can see over here that we have customized our internet portal. Means it's a totally customized branding, and what we are doing, we are storing data in SharePoint custom list and fetching the data, and we are displaying in a good presentation. Okay. And here you can see the birthday and anniversary and new joinees. These are the each and every data, what we are fetching from our existing other line of business, and we are storing data, and we are syncing the data with SharePoint custom list, and we are displaying over here. For displaying the photo gallery, we are storing data in SharePoint image library, and we are displaying the data over here. Now, by using SharePoint as a platform, we have developed many more actions, and these are all SharePoint hosted apps. To use these apps, you don't require to have any other licenses. If you are having only SharePoint online licenses, you will be able to use these apps. Apart from this, there can be many more apps. Just like here we have built the employee information application. It's nothing but a lightweight application, and we are storing our employee related information over here. And we have already integrated this SharePoint hosted apps with other application as well. Means while we are talking about leave management for maintaining the leave management or leave related data, we need to have the employee master, and this employee master is coming from these employee information apps. Okay. Now, apart from this, we have built employee help desk. It's a regular help desk. We can use it for and visitor management, and this visitor management is not only for any corporate, we can use it for any plant. Travel management, travel reimbursement, material gate pass, document management, conference room booking, these all are custom apps we can use. Okay, so this is the look and feel of what we have built means in this employee information application. So it's a single page application, means if I log in as a normal user, so I won't be able to view all the configuration and masters. I only able to view the my profile, manager profile based on my login credential. I'll be able to view these tabs. And these are all mobile friendly, means if you are using this mobile browser, you will be able to access this. So this is the look and feel of a different application. That this is called leave management. And this is the for conference room booking. For any conference room booking, you can use these apps. And this is the look and feel for the conference room booking. You can define the logic, means based, you can define the workflow, means if a approval is required and who is going to approve the request. This is totally configuration driven. Now, this is the look and feel for visitor management. So, and again, it's a single page application. So employee has to fill up the data, means, and it is totally customizable and configurable. For the lower part, this is only applicable for the plant. If you configure your application for the plant, then only you have to mention these details. Otherwise, you don't require to provide this kind of details. Now this is for the travel application, and it's also a single page application. Now this is employee help desk, and I want to provide give you live demo of this particular application, employee help desk. Hope you are able to view my screen. So the look and feel is traditional look and feel, means whatever we are using for any traditional or classic ASP.NET or ASP pages, that kind of look is also possible over here. So based on login credential, I'll be able to access these menus. Here you can define your own ticket type. It's not like that you will be able to only handle the IT related ticket. It's like you can define your own, your organizational department, and you can define the workflow. Now you can define the help desk admin, ticket category, ticket subcategory, ticket priority, escalation level. So you can define the escalation matrix as well in this application. And it's a lightweight application, and we are storing data in SharePoint custom list, and from the custom list itself we are fetching the data. So here this tile based on the status means you will be able to know how many open tickets are you currently have, and this is managed by me. Means if you are assigning any ticket to anybody else, first help desk admin has to attend the ticket and validate the ticket, then he can assign any engineer or any resolver. So being a normal user, I'll be able to only view this part. I'll not be able to view configuration and master part. So I have to click on to raise a ticket. I have to simply click on the create a new ticket. I'll be able to select the ticket type, whether it is IT related ticket or it is HR related ticket. I'm selecting IT software, and I can define the ticket subcategory, ticket priority. I can describe the problem over here. If I want to add anything, or if I want to add any document as a supporting, yes, I can add over here. Then I have to simply click on create ticket. Okay, so I'll get a ticket number for future tracking. Say here I'll get dashboard will be updated over here. Now I have 4 open tickets, and this particular ticket will be assigned to the help desk admin. As here I am also a help desk admin. So if I click here, I'll get the ticket. So I can click here, and I'll see the ticket history over here. I can validate the ticket. If it is if it is IT related ticket, I have to select the IT. If I want to make any changes over here, I can make the changes and update. If it is IT related ticket, then I have to select the resolver name over here, due date and remarks, and I have to assign the ticket. Now resolver has to resolve the ticket and update the status in this form. Okay, so here I'll get the dashboard, and I'll get how many tickets has been resolved and how many tickets are still open. Yes, being a normal user, I'll be able to see my ticket status. I'll get all the ticket history over here, means when it is open, and along with the description, who has provided the comments over here. And here it is reserved and closed. I'll be able to know the full ticket life cycle over here. And this is the comments from the assigned engineer when the ticket is assigned to a particular engineer. Okay, like this, we can develop many more applications on top of SharePoint Online. Okay, now let's say if you want to put in any DMS, or if you want to create DMS on top of SharePoint Online, yes, it's possible. So see, it's totally out-of-box features. We have used out-of-box features of SharePoint. Now here we have created different folders, and within the different folders we have uploaded many more documents. Now there are default features are available. If you want to change the view, yes, it is available. All documents flat view. Now Here you can see your data based on the category. You will get the view based on the category. Now, here, if you want to get the data based on your employee name, just you have to change the data and you will get the documents based on the employee name. Now, if you want to upload the data, there are default features are available. You can click on upload, then file, you'll be able to upload, and you have to tag the metadata over here for better searching. Now, if you want to create any custom upload form, yes, it is very much possible. So we have created the custom upload form. Here you can select the metadata and you can select the document and you can upload the data. Now, there are search facilities that are available. So if you want to search in this site, so you can use this search box. Or if you want to search any file within this document library, then you have to click on this search box and you will be able to find. So there are two views are available. One is classic experience. This is the classic experience, and another is your new experience. And you will get a lot of features in the new experience. Means if you want to download multiple documents in a single time or a single click, yes, it is also possible. So you have to select multiple documents and you have to click on the download button and you will be able to download. Now, there is a sync button is also available. Now, let's say this is your online view. Now you want to make the same replica of this document library into your local drive. This is also possible. So to sync the data, you have to click on sync and you will be able to create a exact replica of the online document library in your local drive. While you are making any change within the local drive, it will be synced automatically in the online folder. There are certain features are available, means you can create versioning, you can put content approval workflow using things. Another important features is that information right management system. Means if you want to put more restriction or more security on your documents, yes, you can evaluate information right management system. So all Microsoft documents, and nowadays PDF is also RM supported. So whatever you are uploading document or PDF documents, you can impose RM on top of it. You can create the content approval workflow with a certain click. Means let me show one thing. You can enable version settings. See, if you want to have the content approval, just you have to check this checkbox yes. Then content approval will be imposed automatically. Means while you are uploading any document, it will be in draft mode, then it is pending, then the approver has to approve the document, then everybody will be able to view the document. So for this kind of activity, you don't require to write any code. So using out-of-box features of SharePoint Online, you will be able to achieve this. Okay, so I hope I have demonstrated many more capabilities of SharePoint and what are the advanced application you can build on top of SharePoint. So if you are having any question, please let us know. So we'll try to provide you answers.
Hi everyone, we are open for Q&A round. Please let us know if you have any questions.
Okay, so we are having a question over here. Are these screens, Seta has written, are the screens developed or are they configured? Are you talking about the custom application or are you talking about the default features? Yes, we have do lot of customization. These are designed screen. Whatever I have demonstrated you regarding the employee help desk, yes, we have customized the presentation layer, and these are SharePoint hosted apps, and we build these apps on, yes, all are custom forms, and we have built on using Visual Studio. Yes, we have a test case. Tushar, yes. So here Tushar is asking, can we get employee data from Oracle database into list of SharePoint? Yes, you can. So we have done the same case from SQL to SharePoint. So for many of our customer is using SQL and writing .NET code, and we are fetching the data and pushing the data into SharePoint custom list. And we have created our own scheduler, and for this own scheduler we can fetch data from SQL or Oracle or any database into SharePoint custom list. You need to have the connector. By using connector, you will be able to pull the data.
Everyone, you can unmute yourself and ask the questions. I think that will be a good one. We can have the questions. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, Jason. Hello.
Yeah, Jaishankar, repeat. Yes, please. We can hear you.
Swati, can you hear me? Shweta here.
Yeah, hi Shweta. Yes, we can.
Yeah, I had written a query. Like we are using SharePoint Online, the Dipankar as a database, and we have developed a native app to access this database. Like it's a simple CVR application, customer visit report, where employees can enter their visits. But what happens is when we log in using 365 ID, then we get this SharePoint screen with a trusted button. Like SharePoint screen appears, and we have to click. The users have to click on the trusted button to go ahead in the app. Do you have any way that we can disable it? If you cannot answer it now, you can send me a mail later, because I know it's very technical. So
Yes, Theta
yeah,
Dipankar here. So
yeah,
what you can
Dipankar.
do, you can write a mail to mail to us. Definitely, we can work on it.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Take it. Okay.
Yes,
Thanks.
Jaishankar sir, can you here you have written? Can we
Hi,
develop?
yeah. Hi, Dipankar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just written that can we also develop or customize asset management modules here?
Yes, sir. You can means yes, you can develop custom asset management module over here
Okay, thank you.
with barcode support.
Oh, great.
Obviously, you have written that are these portal designed on VB? No, these are not designed on VB. Okay, so we have used SharePoint Designer for customizing this portal. Yes, Tushar, I do believe that Oracle connector is available, but you have to write certain code to connect this Oracle data into SharePoint list. Okay. It's not readily available. Okay, so can we migrate SharePoint 2010 or 2013 into SharePoint Online? Yes, but it totally depends how, if it is your out-of-box deployment. Yes, we can try for migrate SharePoint 2010 into 2030 SharePoint Online. And if there is any custom application, so we have to check the behavior and nature of that particular application. Based on this, we'll be able to tell you. Mohan? Rashid sir, so means here you want to know find navigation option in SharePoint Online. Could you please explain me a little more? Yes, Avinash sir. So your question is, could you use custom CSS jQuery here? Yes, you can use your custom CSS and jQuery for developing your portal.
I believe there is a question from Mohan. He asked whether we can migrate SharePoint 2010 to Office 365. Yes, Mohan, you can do that, but there are ways to do it. So like if you have a lot of customizations done, so we'll need to investigate that. And there is a team called Fast Track team from Microsoft. So they can help you out with the migration planning as well. So you can contact them if you have more than 50 user licenses. So they can help you with the migration plan.
We are also having our own bandwidth for this kind of migration. Mohan, you can also contact with us.
So we can take the last question and then.
Yeah, I think Hitesh has a question, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's asking whether we have a public facing site in Office 365 and external users should be able to upload details without providing any login credential for authentication. Hitesh, no, it is not there. So around 2 years back, it has been stopped. So earlier we had a public website option. So now it is all your intranet portal. So what you can create. Okay, so it's your private site. Not a public site anymore. But what you can do is that you can share it with your external users, and maybe you can provide anonymous access to them. But it depends on whether how much security you'd like to implement.
Yes, here we have another question that is called, can we develop applications apart from the default templates? Yes, we can build. We can build based on your requirement. We can build applications on top of SharePoint Online.
So are you going, Subhamoy and Dipankar, are you guys going to take more questions or?
Yes.
Maybe one or two more, I think, right?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, you can unmute yourself and ask the questions if you have any of them.
Okay, Tushar, to answer your question, so are you looking for the document size? Yes, if that is the case, it is up to 15 GB each file size you can upload in SharePoint Online. And for a particular document library, it can be up to 30 million documents. I think there are a lot of queries around this limitations and sizing. So let me just put one URL over here. So this can help you to find out all the limitations, like what are the software boundaries and limitations for SharePoint Online. So you can keep this handy. And to add to this, like one site collection can grow up to 25 terabyte of space. So it's quite huge.
Thank you, everyone. I think that was the last question we have taken, and thank you, Subhamoy, and thank you, Dipankar, for your for speaking for us for the webinar. And also, guys, just an update: we have a webinar coming on 21st on Azure. So hope to see you again. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Subhamoy. Thank you, Dipankar. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, man. Yeah. Bye.
Thanks.